Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. Hope everybody's having a great day. Me, well, I'm on the about taking care of my chores and responsibilities. Just left the Levi's store, washed my car, vacuumed it out, and have a little more to do. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Moto Z2 Force. Don't want to get too heavy into it, just wanted to share my thoughts on it and get some feedback from all of you about this device that you can now go over and pre-order over at the Motorola website. There's 5 carriers that you can choose from over at the Motorola website for the Moto Z2 Force. Hey, let me know what the weather's like where you live, whether it's here in the United States or around the world, because it is hot here and it's going to continue to be hot. So let me know what the weather is like where you live down below. AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, Sprint, US Cellular are your choices over at the Motorola website. For 720 smacks, they got Moto mods over there. Go over to that website, check it out, see what kind of deal you can get. Is the Moto Z2 Force really worth the money they're asking for? Now, this device will be in all 4 major carrier stores: AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and Sprint. They're all going to have their individual pricing. They're all going to have deals, bundle deals, plan deals. Buy one, get one free. Look into what your carrier is going to offer you. Maybe you're willing to make a switch to another carrier for a better deal. It's all up to you and how you want to spend your money and who you want to be with. As far as where you live, you got to make sure you have that connectivity. Connectivity is important. Now, getting back to whether this device is really worth what they're asking for. Because right now, in 2017, we have some really good choices in what you can go and pick up right now, whether it be a device like the LG G6, the HTC U11. Mainly talking about devices that I've had in hand, but there's other devices, you know that. You can do your own homework. The Samsung Galaxy S8, S8 Plus. There are a lot of competitive price points right now with just these 3 specific devices that I'm talking about. There's devices from last year that have dropped in price, the LG V20, the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Whether you're picking devices up at 300 something, 400 something, 500 something, I mean, there are some great devices with great specs. They'll meet what you want and whatever you're looking for, because we're all different, so we're looking for different areas to be met for what you want to pay for what you work really hard for, to dip into your wallet, your pocket, your purse, to spend that money and bring in something that's going to meet your everyday needs when it comes to a smartphone, right? The Moto Z2 Force, well, I don't know if there's something really there that says, wow, that I have to spend $700 to, well, I think AT&T in store is going to have it for like $810. Unless you go with a specific plan or deal when that finally ends up in store. That's a lot of money for a device that doesn't really give me a lot of wow. Okay, sure, you got the Moto mods. That's intriguing. It's cool if you're a tech enthusiast, if you collect smartphones and sell them later, if you're a YouTube reviewer. But if you're the average consumer, the average Joe, the average whatever, you're going to be like, oh, this is cool. Check out this speaker mod. Check out this mod and whatever mod that you may pick up with that device when you purchase it. But really, yeah, most are probably going to set those mods aside and forget they ever have them. And every once in a while, they'll bounce into them and go, oh, yeah, check it out. Again, there's a line there. There's your average consumer, and then there's your tech enthusiast. Okay, we see what Motorola is doing here, but does that warrant that price point? And does it give you that wow factor? And we really know what's being sacrificed here, and that's battery. Okay? You go from a 3500 milliamp on the Moto Z Force first gen down to a 7340, if I'm correct, for a thinner device to implement a lot more mods, which are cool, but are these practical? Is it practical enough for you to spend your money, that much money, on a device that really, I don't know, man, the trade-off, I'd rather have the battery life than all the Moto mods. I like having Moto mods. I had the Moto Z Play, which had killer great battery life, and it's cool to have those mods. I got one for free when I brought mine in. I've already sold it to a coworker who still has it, that sees no reason in upgrading for what they paid. For what I paid was what, 400 smacks for a device that was just phenomenal, that you can still pick up right now? 400 smacks? Yeah, you're gonna get great battery life. You still get to use the mods, and performance is outstanding. So is the sacrifice really worth it to pay over 700 smacks, still continue to use Moto mods, but you're going to get a battery that's not going to be what it was, and hopefully it at least gives you 4 to 5 hours battery life with moderate to heavy usage? I don't know, man. I don't have the device, but it's, to me, there's not enough practicality there for the sacrifice when I can pick up a Moto device in the budget and mid-range world that I'm going to be just as thrilled to have in my pocket and use every day, and pay a lot less. And the specs are going to be just fine. I ran out of internal storage, so the video stopped recording, so I had to delete some old files and come back to this video. Anyway, I don't know exactly where I was at. All I know is that I can spend less money on a Moto lineup in the budget and mid-range world instead of spending that much money on a device that isn't going to be practical for me as an average consumer. The Moto mods are cool. They're entertaining, sweet. Well, the battery one is really more practical, okay? The battery one, the battery pack, is going to be more practical than anything, in my opinion. It's an opinion. But for what you can get out there right now with a lot of other devices, with great deals going on, because the competition and these deals that are going on right now are just amazing, and what you can get from the Moto lineup in the budget and mid-range world, I don't think, in my opinion, it's a wise choice to buy a Moto Z2 Force. You can get the Moto Z Force first gen with a 3500 milliamp battery for less, and you're going to be stoked. What do you think? Leave that down below. Let me know what you think. That's where I'm at with it right now. Again, if you're a tech enthusiast, if you collect smartphones, if you're a YouTube reviewer, that's a whole nother conversation. I just don't think that this device is worth the price for the majority when it comes to practicality. Let's talk about it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Become a part of my Project 13. Just bam, that subscribe button. Leave a thumbs up if you like this content, if you like this video. Yeah, have a blessed one, man. Thanks for being a part of my Project 13, because you are my Project 13. Peace. I'm out. Woo! What a beautiful day. What is your weather like?